What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and let's head to New York.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
Welcome back to the Orioles as we head into Game 3 with the series tied at 1 apiece against the evil empire, the New York Yankees. We are putting Aaron Brooks on the mound for Game 3. They are going to counter with Domingo Germán. And taking a look at the playoffs, the Rockies now have a 2-1 series edge over Philadelphia. So that series is pretty exciting, especially since Philly was the best team in baseball this year. But what we need to do is get through Game 3. Hopefully we're able to take a 2-1 series lead. But again, it's in New York. Let's get this.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start the series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 New York Yankees.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting eighth can continue to stay hot. Yeah, eighth. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Domingo Germán gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Germán, sneaky, quick fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. His best off-speed pitch, though, is the changeup, and it's an advanced changeup for such a young pitcher. Good mix of pitches. One of the things he does, he attacks the strike zone. When he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong...
Line shot to first, and there's one away. Empty, one man out. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Andujar is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
And I mean just off the corner.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Orioles kept off the scoreboard. Yankees coming to bat in the first. You're watching MLB Network. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself. You can bet they were talking about him in the pitchers meeting before the game, so their focus is on him, and so is mine.
Aaron Brooks will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
He might get a swing.
Now the 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Don't have overpowering stuff. You tend to be able to get hit hard.
Popped him up. Alberto in foul ground. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Line toward right center. Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Line drive, base hit to right.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor when a guy's throwing.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled, because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Line drive to center field. Hicks is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Orioles leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it. Deep down the line. Oh, and it's off the foul pole and right for a home run. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. His first homer so far in the series, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, some might consider this a cheap home run because he didn't exactly crush it, but he got enough of it to doink it off the foul pole, and that's all it takes. And guess what? It looks like a bomb in the box score tomorrow.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His third home run of this series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely
Speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Hard hit ball to second. VR from the outfield grass. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Another full count pitch home. This is skied into short left center. Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about
elevate. Want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're down 2-0. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
I'm too hard.
Hit on the ground to third. Alberto gloves it. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning. The 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. But they're on top 2-0. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy has had a monster postseason so far.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him.
Into the box now, Renato Nunez. In the dirt here, throw over to third here, and they say he beat the throw, safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring.
Let them beat you.
He's set. Here's the 3-1, and there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Torres hit the bag. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. The next 3-2. Shoots this one over to first. Mancini takes it in, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. In the dirt, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Handle it very well. You give up 3 bases.
Now a flare out toward right center. Smith on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a pitch swung on and bounced to Arcia. It's short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They're up 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Your attention, please.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Tommy Canely, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. The 3-2 one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And there's 1 away. Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Nunez sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of miss.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
The next 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Waved out and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Fair to say? Oh, my goodness. these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more from Game 3 after this. The 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Arcia is there. One away.
The right fielder, number 99.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there.
Now
That's
batting,
6 to this
fielder,
point. So he's got good stuff,
Giancarlo
and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Sanchez.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here in the Bronx. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the Yankees, number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw won't get him.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Sacrifice attempt here. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's safe. The throw was offline. And we are all tied up now here in Game 3.
The same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx, and we are tied 2-2. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Now pitching for
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Tommy Hunter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. 2-0 pitch on the way. High and deep to right center. Riddle is in pursuit. He's around first, heading for 2. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence, even if it stays in the yard.
In now, Gary Sanchez. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. The runner scores from second.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel real.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye level. It's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. Riddle is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Pitch popped up. Cisco over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 3 and the Orioles 2. Chad Green has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Oh, that grounder caught him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Here's the 2-0. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there on the Voigt, an inning-ending double play. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Yankees 3 and the Orioles 2. Steve Wilkerson will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 12.
Edelbray Ramos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Edelbray Ramos.
The 2-2 is a called third strike down in the zone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything.
Here now the 2-2. To his left, it's knocked down at third. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
The right fielder.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Dylan Tate answers the call now, looking to get this one on to the 9th inning without any trouble.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 55, Dylan Tate.
Clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
One of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not.
In now, Orlando Arcia. Popped him up. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees are going to take a 2-1 lead in our series. They take the pivotal Game 3 here at home as the ball game is over.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
What I'm doing, people thinking I'm stupid, but I'm still gonna kill it. Gotta make sure you feel it, 'cause damn right I'm ruthless. Can't roll with the illness if you ain't sick. Better switch it up when I'm real quick. My skin chocolate like Nesquik. Gotta keep a girl that's real sick. Dress swing like 2 chains. Hold up, they ain't that long. You right for real, but I'm just a kill, and damn right I'm on.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Yanks have taken a 2-1 series lead. Zach Britton is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
And we couldn't scrape enough runs together as we end up losing Game 3, 3-2. Gary Sanchez, 2 for 3, home run, 2 RBIs. Jonathan VR hit our home run with an RBI as well. And tell you the truth, both pitchers did really good. I mean, Aaron Brooks went 6 innings. He gave up those 2 solo shots in the second, but then settled down after that. And Herman actually dominated us for 4 innings, but we kind of drove his pitch count up. We couldn't put the game away. We were able to claw back there in the 7th inning, but then Tommy Hunter gave up a hit for Gary Sanchez and an RBI. So we are right there, but tell you the truth, the Yankees are living up to their name, the Bronx Bombers. They are jacking home runs right and left. It's going to be a very tough series, but again, this is a team that is the best overall team in the game, and we're hanging with them, so that's something. So looking at the playoff bracket, the Phillies have now drawn even with the Rockies as they won tonight's game. So 2-2 in the NLCS is pretty exciting, but that's all that we have enough time for today, and then when we come back, we will jump into Game 4 in New York and hopefully able to kind of buck the trend here since the Yankees have won the last 2. It's going to be fun. But thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game. till I came back with that win overtime. I've been